Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something that literally everyone should know. The 10 biggest financial mistakes people make in their 20s, or even as teenagers. Look, I get it. You're young, you're just starting to make your own money, and the last thing you want to think about is boring old finances. But trust me on this. The choices you make with your money right now will have a massive impact on your future. If you're watching this, you're already ahead of 90% of your friends. Let's get right into it. Let's start with the classic living paycheck to paycheck. Whether it's your part-time job, that little side hustle you've got going on, or your first salary, if every rupee or dollar disappears by month end, you're doing it wrong. It's like trying to run a marathon where the finish line keeps moving further away. And the worst part? Living paycheck to paycheck puts you in a super vulnerable position. Unexpected expense pops up, car trouble, you're immediately sent scrambling, racking up credit card debt and digging yourself deeper into that financial hole. The fix? Track your spending and save at least 20% of your income, no matter how small it is. Start small, even if it's just 500 rupees or $10 a week. Small amounts add up over time, especially when you invest them. This is a big one, guys. Think you need a ton of money to start investing? Nope. In fact, the earlier you start, the more you benefit from this magical little thing called compound interest. It's like a snowball effect for your money. Imagine investing just 500 rupees or $25 a month starting at age 18 with a 12% annual return. By the time you hit 40, you're looking at over 10 lakhs, or well over $50,000. That's the power of compound interest, my friends. The longer your money is invested, the more it grows, and it grows exponentially. A great place to start is with index funds or SIPs, systematic investment plans. Apps like Zerodha or Grow make it incredibly easy to get started, even with small amounts. You did it, you landed your first real job, congrats. You see that first paycheck hit your account and suddenly it's like you've got money to burn. New phone, you deserve it. Second paycheck, time to party. Bonus, iPhone 15. Pro Max, here I come. Sound familiar? This, my friends, is what we call lifestyle inflation, and it's the silent killer of savings. You get a raise, you increase your spending, and you're right back where you started. Here's the thing, it's totally normal to want to treat yourself when you start earning more. But the key is to do it strategically, not impulsively. Before you upgrade your lifestyle, upgrade your savings and investments. Let's be real for a sec. Most teens and 20-somethings think they're invincible. Bad things only happen to other people, right? Wrong. Life throws curveballs and it doesn't discriminate based on age. Phones break, you lose jobs, medical bills happen. And trust me, you don't want to be caught unprepared when they do. This is where your emergency fund swoops in to save the day. Think of it as your financial safety net, your peace of mind. It's that stash of cash you can access immediately without going into debt when life throws you a curveball. How much should you have in your emergency fund? Aim for at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This might seem like a lot, but remember, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. A separate bank account or a liquid fund is a good option. Your credit score is like your financial report card. It tells lenders how responsible you are with money and whether or not they can trust you to repay a loan. Ignore it now, and you'll be kicking yourself later when you're trying to buy a car, get a home loan, or even rent an apartment. A bad credit score can mean higher interest rates, lower loan amounts, and even getting rejected for loans altogether. Not fun, right? So, how do you build good credit? It's simpler than you think. First and foremost, pay all your bills on time. This includes your credit card bills, utility bills, rent, everything. Late payments can ding your credit score, making it harder to get approved for loans in the future. Next up, maintain a low credit utilization ratio. The lower your credit utilization, the better it is for your credit score. Credit cards. They're shiny, they're convenient, and they can feel like free money. Until that 30% interest hits. Suddenly that harmless online shopping spree or that fancy dinner you couldn't really afford turns into a mountain of debt that seems impossible to climb out of. Look, I get it, credit cards can be tempting, especially when you're young and eager to build your credit history. But here's the harsh reality. If you can't pay off your credit card balance in full every single month, you're not building credit, you're building debt. It's like digging yourself into a hole with a teaspoon. Stick to debit cards or cash until you've developed the financial discipline to use credit cards responsibly. Saving for what? Investing for what? If you don't have clear financial goals, your money will just disappear. It's like setting sail without a destination. You might end up somewhere, but it probably won't be where you want it to go. Having clear financial goals gives you direction, motivation, and a roadmap to follow. It helps you prioritize your spending, make informed financial decisions, and stay focused on what's important. So, how do you set financial goals? Start by thinking about what you want to achieve in the short term, mid-term, and long term. Short-term goals could be things like saving for a new laptop, a down payment on a car, or that dream vacation you've been eyeing. Mid-term goals might include buying your first property, starting a business, or investing in your education. And then there are the long-term goals, like retirement. Let's face it, our education system doesn't exactly set us up for financial success. We learn about algebra, history, and the periodic table, but when it comes to managing our money, we're pretty much left to figure it out on our own. But here's the good news. We live in the age of information. You have a wealth of knowledge at your fingertips. There are countless resources available online for free that can teach you everything you need to know about personal finance. Start by following personal finance creators on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. The more you learn about personal finance, the better equipped you'll be to make smart decisions with your money. Just because everyone's jumping on the latest investment bandwagon, whether it's crypto, NFTs, meme stocks, or whatever the flavor of the month is, doesn't mean you should too. In fact, blindly following the crowd is one of the surest ways to lose money in the market. Remember the GameStop saga? Everyone and their grandma was buying GameStop stock, driving the price up to astronomical levels. And then, just as quickly, the bubble burst, leaving countless investors holding the bag. Don't let FOMO, fear of missing out, drive your investment decisions. The biggest lie we tell ourselves is, I'll start saving later. I'm young, I have plenty of time. But guess what? Later often becomes never. Life gets in the way, unexpected expenses pop up, and suddenly, you're playing catch-up with your finances. The truth is, the best time to start saving and investing was yesterday. The second best time is now. Even if you can only afford to put away a small amount each week, it's better than nothing. Start now, and thank yourself later. So there you have it. 10 financial mistakes to avoid before they cost you big time. Remember, managing your money doesn't have to be scary or complicated. Start small, be consistent, and don't be afraid to ask for help along the way. Let's build wealth young, make smart financial decisions, and achieve our financial goals together. See you in the next one.